All right, guys, what's up? Get up in there. I want to talk to you about when you go to buy you a machine, what you need to look for, guys. So I know you guys are like me, man. You get to that two-stroke, you want to just jump on it, choke it, try and go ride. Shut up, dog. That's not what you should be doing first. The first thing you should be concerned about when you go see an ATV is safety. Because when I bought this one, it reminded me that one day I am gonna die. And if I don't pay attention, it's gonna be sooner than later. Because, you know, Blake went to buy this quad and he jumped on it, tried to start it naturally. I mean, what else are we gonna do? We both learned a little something. So let's just, first things first, when you go to get an ATV, if it's a project, or even more importantly, if it's ready to ride, safety first, guys. Go ahead and take you a good look at what you're trying to ride, okay? Because come here. Because you see this here? Rolo, you see that down there? You see this? Old boy that sold it to us, he didn't know about that, he says. Apparently had it 2 years. Rode it like that, didn't know. We got a good deal on it. It was supposed to be running ready to ride. Fortunately, when he brought it, the carburetor was leaking and it was out of gas. Because otherwise, old Mullet would have fired her up, you know what I mean? Took her on a test run. So
well, you should start her up.
You should start it up, but it shouldn't be the first thing you do. Because then you get confused.
We walked around that sucker for like 20 minutes.
So check her out, boys. You get you a good old brake check. Make sure you got some sort of brakes. Just because it stops right here when I pull the brake, doesn't mean the brakes are good, fellas. It's a whole different game at about 20 miles an hour. Get you a good look at it. Look at every pivot point on the machine. From the shocks, pivots, to where the A-arms mount, to the ball joints, to daggum chain and sprockets, wheel hubs. Now, get a good look at everything because, boy, you don't want pieces flying off when you're going down the road. Here's a good system. Take you a look underneath. Come here, guys. Go ahead and get a little look there. Go ahead and get you a little look there. Somebody took the neck of their old guitar, which was wood, and tried to weld it on here, I think. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of scrap metal. They just fucking put on there, boy. And look at that. They ain't even hit it with a grinder first. They just went to town. I guess this here, let me see. I guess this here, this is for a little extra support. Now, you know me. I make a living off of buying old machines and riding them and having fun. Better take you a good look before you get on any two-strokes this summer. Especially if you're buying an old four-wheeler, old three-wheeler, something like that. Maybe you take you a good look so you don't end up, getting, so you don't end up kamikazing yourself, is what it'll amount to. So, guys, you can always flip them up. I see where people are talking about, oh, I didn't see the cases. I didn't see that. Just turn the fuel off, man. What they got to hide? They ain't gonna let you stand it up. So then, if you're gonna call yourself an ATV buyer, seller, flipper, you might as well have you a compression gauge with you. Or just a roll of quarters, because you could put one in your ass because you played yourself. Pretty much. So I'm gonna let Blake walk you through some more. I just want you to know, when you go look at an ATV, especially a sport quad you're gonna ride, or an old antique vintage machine that goes fast, safety first, dudes. My safety check used to consist of check the brakes, let her rip. That's pretty much it. Get on it, give her a little rock side to side, make sure them swing arm bearings are good, and I ain't gonna get a chain in the butt crack, and then I just go. So we'll see what Blake's process is. How many bitches can I fit?
I just walk up, I look at it.
That's pretty solid. Try and pop a wheelie on it.
Yep.
Immediately try and go pop wheelies on it.
Yep. If it can't wheelie, I don't want it.
Exactly. That's understandable. Now, this thing I'm sure will wheelie, but when you set it down is going to be the interesting part. Setting them wheelies down.
Check is the throttle before you take off, too.
I'll make sure it returns good.
That sucker ain't, on a lot of these bikes, you might...
They got cruise
dirt
control.
Bikes, yeah. They've got some sand in there. You ain't try it, and the next thing you know, you blip the throttle, and it's stuck open on you.
Then you pull the clutch, and it's slipping like a big bitch, and you just keep going.
Got no brakes.
Then it's a wrap.
Yeah. I always do a just walk around the bike though.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to look around.
Try and find something wrong.
Some out of the ordinary.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, you should be looking at everything already, because when somebody comes to deliver your bike or something, or if we go to pick up a bike and we talk about the bike, we say it's $1,800. We agree on that. Well, if we come and we had talked about everything, it ain't running, brakes are bad or something, but
the frame's busted.
Didn't say shit about the frame, so we're not at $1,800 anymore. Yeah. We're at about $8.
So far, we don't have a deal at that point. We got it. This is a whole renegotiation at this point.
Now we're
a whole ass new deal.
Yeah. So yeah, just always go around it. You'll find. Usually your eye will catch it if you've done it long enough.
Yep. And you want to make it a point. You don't have to vocalize it the whole time. Like, hey, this fucking tire's ball got plugs in it. This fucking piece of shit. Look at this plat. Look at the crap plat. You don't have to like vocalize it, but in your head, consider it. Because you'll piss somebody off like real quick, being like, seriously, you had it under mud?
That's tire kicking now.
That's
now,
tire
if
kicking.
he didn't say anything about the suspension and every shock's blown out and it's missing 6th gear and there's no clutch cable on there or handle, and then you go to pull it and the clutch is froze up.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, oh, I don't know what happened. And then the clutch cable's right next to it.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, oh, I did lose it, I guess.
Right. Damn, there it is. Well, good. It's a good deal for you.
And then the Kickstarter's gone. They're like, yeah, no, it's not locked up.
So guys, when you're out buying these old vintage ATVs, and if you think 15 years ain't old for a sport quad, that's old. They're old. The life expectancy wasn't supposed to be 15 years, I do not believe.
No.
Parts are so cheap for these that it's easier to just put a top end on it and keep riding the piss out of it no matter what. Plus, we're three-wheeler guys. You know how many times I've had a three-wheeler that had issues? I'm gonna send it. But
we ought to do a conversion on this and make it a 3-wheeler.
Yeah, it needs it.
A blaster 3-wheeler.
I'd like to, but yeah, we'd have to fabricate a whole, we'd have to just bring that tube up like a dirt bike.
Yep.
And then put a steering stem on it.
Yep.
I'm sure I got parts here. I got like an old SX. Ooh, I got a couple Yamaha.
That'd be kind of cool.
Front ends. It was.
We could just weld the front end on.
Oh yeah, then just get her a new paint job.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, that's the best route we got right now. And we can sell the whole front end. I've only kept this around because, man, them disc brakes on the front. There's a lot of parts here, guys. So I considered parting her out, but I think it'd be a good welding project in the new shop. And check it out. They're over there actually putting the walls on it, boys. Oh yeah. So we've got you another video coming up on tomorrow, the, what is it, 2-stroke Thursdays. And just remember, when you're buying an old machine and you don't know it, get to know it before you ride it. Go ahead and safety first, safety first, safety first, safety first. If you can't find a safety error on one of these old quads, you ain't looking hard enough. So appreciate you guys. Get up in there. And hopefully with this newfound information, Blake's going to take it, put it to use, and he's going to live longer.
Sure.
We want you guys to live longer. And we want you to fix that before the four-wheeler comes. Like, you could fix that and then the quad's fine, but if you don't, it's going to end up being a friggin' disaster. Kind of like their repair job. Guys, if it's not running, consider what it's going to cost you to get running. If it is running, make sure it's safe before you test ride it. And, you know, this is for the kids. This is a kid's quad. This is for the kids. You can't be putting the kids on that.
No.
And Reagan's about the only one light enough to ride that without being worried.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they got it square when they put it back together, you know. I'm sure it's square.
It looks like they used some decent stuff, but they didn't prep. They didn't prep.
Bro, they need to freaking...
That's some decent metal.
Oh my God.
That ain't
some
too thin.
16th inch they bent with the brake.
that ain't too thin now. They made it pretty slick too.
Oh yeah, mouse leaky. Mouse leaky?
Now I didn't say it was
good
a success.
Well, apparently the guy that sold apparently they didn't know shit about this, and apparently they, you know, his ex-wife got it fixed for him, and apparently she wanted him to die. So apparently, look guys, I know we didn't cover it all. We're mainly focusing on safety here, but let's talk tools real quick. A couple you should bring with you. So dudes, basically, there's a few tools you're definitely going to want to have with you. One is going to be a compression gauge. Number two is going to be a spark tester. There's a couple more things. always, guys, have you some starting fluid in the pickup truck, man. You can start a fire with this stuff if you need to. It's a good survival tool, and you could use it for your ATVs. Plus, some old guy in a Chevy, you might want to get his piece of crap up. Some guy comes out, he's blocking you in traffic. You got to get that Chevy out the way. Starting fluid might do it.
Yeah, you wish.
You wish. So guys, I'm just grabbing some extra spare stuff out of the shop, but get you some Phillips flathead. You got your spark tester. You can get this on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description, as well as this compression gauge set, which will test about any 2 or 4 stroke. You get that on Amazon, ship right to your door. I got a little socket set I usually carry with me, and basically in the truck I got a bag, one of these old Rhome bags, and I just got a bunch of tools in it. When I show up, you find out while you're there. You can get into that air box and find out. You can check, you can look and see the oil bleeder on that 2-stroke and see how much oil's in the bottom end and what color it is. And
I
you can
carry a jump pack too.
even if you're jump pack. Even if you're going to see something that runs, guys. Even if you're good, hey, just because that 2-stroke runs and you test rode it doesn't mean you can't throw down a compression test on it.
And just because they say it runs, don't mean that it ain't got a dead battery.
And that it don't run. Yeah, I know.
And it don't run.
And that it runs good. Guys, obviously there's a lot more you could look into. If you're going to look at a blaster, do a little research on blasters. You're going to see a Banshee, same thing. And we can't cover it all in this video. We're doing this because we're downtime and it's hot right now. So we went in the shade, we did this video. We're trying to chill out a little bit and, you know, get up in there. Get up in them comments. Tell us, give these guys some tips. If there's something we're forgetting, check out the comments. Let us know in there. And good luck to you in your ATV search. Watch out for mullets. Watch out buying from them mullets now. Or beards. Or beards. Nah, son. Nah, son. Get up in there, dudes. We appreciate it. One more thing, if you're going to pick you up a quad and you think you're going to test ride it, we're talking safety, take your helmet. Because you know what? If you're on my property, I ain't going to let you ride, and I sure as hell ain't going to let you use one of my helmets. So take one with you and be safe. Appreciate you watching. And check out 2-Stroke Thursday tomorrow. So we're talking a couple different things. We had this Astro kit and the TRX 250R. Got some drag racing with them. And then I'm thinking, I got a YFZ the other day, 450, needs their motor rebuilt. We're rebuilding this Banshee motor for 2-Stroke Thursdays. And we're thinking about just ordering the kit and making a YFZ hybrid. I don't know. So you guys get up in the comments. I appreciate it. Check out this clip for tomorrow. And share to you people, boys. Help us out. You want to help us out? You want to help us out? I'll tell you how to help us out. Share to your friends and your family. Let them know. We want to make them videos. We ain't charging nothing. We're just out here having a good time. If you enjoy yourself and you enjoy watching people enjoy themselves, and if you like motors, I mean, come on. Come on. We appreciate it. Pretty much stocker with the FMF pipe, right?
Yeah.
Dang. That's about it. And then this one,
They just added on another
bunch of trash. Yeah, they put a bunch of trash on it. Let's get some cheesy spacers. It may have an FMF or just a stock pipe. I don't know. I guess she's stock.
She sounds good.
Yeah, super good. We lost this piece. Not we, Rafa. He lost this piece. It's gone. He lost it.
Forever.
He lost it.
It'll never be that.
We also have LT 250R up there that's pretty much a death trap at this point. I don't suppose it's any more death trappier than this.
No.
But it's pretty well.
That other was pretty bad.